Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Tanna and welcome to my VIPKID classroom. Today I wanted to go over the slides that you will be required to teach during your demo lesson. This can be one of the most intimidating parts of the hiring process. I hope that I can relieve some of your stress so that you can successfully complete it. I will also be providing tips to help you succeed in future classes with VIPKID as well. I am so excited that you joined me today, and if you don't already have a referral, feel free to use mine below. If you do choose to use me, send me an email at hiteacher.tanna@gmail.com. I would love to send you an FAQ and some of my favorite tips. Okay, let's get started. The first slide in this deck and in any lesson is your opportunity to greet your student. It's also a good place to see how comfortable your student is. Remember, it is key to adapt to your student the whole time. If they are on the shy side, give them a chance to get comfortable with you. If they are really excited, be excited with them. Keep your greetings short and sweet. My favorite greeting is, hello, my name is Teacher Tanna. What is your name? Don't forget to use lots of TPR and to smile. A few minutes ago, I talked about adapting to your student. If the student doesn't answer in a complete sentence, for example, just repeating his or her name, here's your first chance to offer some praise and a correction. Praise is key because any effort by the student should be rewarded. Learning a second language is hard work, especially online. Let them know how proud you are that they tried. Then correct. Following this order is key to building the student's confidence. Praise, then correction. Here's an example. Great job, John. My name is John. Great. To finish the slide, ask a get to know you question. Keep this question level appropriate. One question that most students will be familiar with is, how are you? If the student isn't able to respond, feel free to help them out. I prepared my mini whiteboard just in case. I am happy. Great! Well, it's time to celebrate because you just taught your very first VIPKID slide. Yes! Great job. Our next slide is the reward slide. On this slide, you have two goals. Well, it's time to celebrate because you just completed teaching your very first VIPKID slide. High five! All right, our next slide is the reward slide. On this slide, you have two goals. The first is to introduce the interactive feature drag and drop. Many applicants use too much incidental or extra language when introducing this concept. I'm going to show you how to avoid this using classroom commands. To get a student to drag and drop, use this hand motion. Drag, drop, drag, drop. It's important to model what drag and drop means on the screen. So go ahead and drag and drop a soccer ball for your student. If they didn't get it the first time, feel free to do it with another soccer ball. Don't be afraid to model. You can always reset the slide to its original state and let the student show you what they know all on their own. After you praise them for their effort, yes, good job, you can move on to goal number 2. Goal number 2 is to present your unique reward system to the student. This slide used to serve as the reward system for an entire unit, but it's easy to see how quickly this slide might lose its novelty. Introducing your own reward keeps the lessons fun and fresh for your student. It also gives you a chance to show your own personality. At level 2, I love to use simple rewards that allow my student and I to be a little silly. My favorite one is barn animals. Because barn animals aren't in the lesson and they haven't been taught before, this can also be considered an extension. Parents love extensions. They show that you're able to add just a little bit more to each lesson. This is the way that I would introduce my reward. When you do a good job, you get an animal. Great job. You will give rewards throughout the lesson. During a typical class, I give a physical reward every 5 minutes. During your mock, you'll want to give one every other slide. Here's what giving a reward might look like. Great job! You get a pig. It is a pig. Oink, oink. Great job, John. If you look at the top right-hand side of your slide, you will notice the letter I and the word vocabulary. This is called a slide tag. This is one way that VIPKid helps you to know what they want you to do on the slide. I stands for introduce, so that you know that you will be introducing new vocabulary to the student. There are 3 steps that you should always follow in an introduction slide. Step 1 is to teach the word and have the student repeat it 2 times. This next part is key. Anytime we introduce something new, we want to use TPR. For this slide, I would say sad, sad. Notice how even though I want the student to say the word twice, I am pausing between each time that I say it to give the student time to respond. I don't want to confuse my student by saying sad, sad, because they might think the target word is sad, sad instead of sad. Also, don't forget to give your student time to respond. A good rule of thumb is to count to 3. 2, 3. And don't forget to offer corrections as needed after praise, of course. Next, you want to teach the model sentence. He is sad. To do so, I will circle the crying baby on the screen, whose sad face is a little bit ridiculously cute and sad, right? Then I will say, he is sad. Make sure the student repeats the sentence perfectly and correct as needed. The third step on an introduce slide is to ask a question. You want to ask a question that will get the student to reply using the model sentence that you've just taught them. We call these questions flipped questions. Ending the slide with the question allows you to gauge your students' understanding of what you've been teaching. The most appropriate question here would be, who is sad? This is also a good place to bring in another prop. I will advise you to have at least 3 different types of props throughout your lesson. So far, I've used my whiteboard, my toy barn animals, and here I will use my Meg and Mike 2D or paper props. Meg and Mike are beloved VIP characters that every student will become very familiar with. Here's how I would teach this. Who is sad? He is sad. He is sad. Great job. All right, well, give yourself a high five because you are halfway through teaching the lesson. Whew. Good job. The next slide is an A or apply slide. Now the student is expected to apply what you've been teaching them. I might start this slide by circling the girl on the screen. I would then ask the student a question. Who is sad? Give the student time to respond with, she is sad. If the student feels lost, go ahead and model the answer like you would have done on an introduce slide. But always start a P, A, and E slide with the question first to give the student a chance to show you what they know. You may also have noticed dino by the word vocabulary above. Dino is another indicator that this slide is interactive. Here the student will be asked to drag the word sad into the sentence. Sad. Good job. Finish the slide by repeating one last time. She is sad. You did it! This is our final teaching slide. Here we will be introducing some phonics. VIPKid loves to add these to demo lessons to see if you can listen for and correct mispronunciations. Some teachers use magnet letters for this, but I'm a bit of a minimalist, so I prepared a whiteboard instead. I, G, egg, egg. Yes, good job. D, egg, dig. Yes. W, egg, wig. Egg, Mig. Good job. That slide was a lot of hard work for your student, so don't forget to praise their hard work. This is also a great slide to give another physical reward. All right, last but certainly not least, the goodbye slide. You made it amazing. Keep your goodbye short and simple, and don't forget to give one final physical reward and to praise the student for all their hard work. I love to give high fives and lots of smiles. A goodbye might look like this. Good job, John. You get a horse, a rooster, and a pig. Yes! Nay! Cock-a-doodle-doo! Pig! Great job. High five. Okay, John, I will see you later. Bye. Guys, you did it! And I'm so glad I got to be even a small part of your journey here with VIPKID. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe below. And don't forget to comment with your questions and or suggestions for future videos. I am so excited to get to create more content just for you. And most importantly, have fun. See you on the internet.